shrimp roasted pepper and olive salad. I'm in my backyard and I'm cooking al fresco. What could be better than that? A big salad. Toss a big salad with shrimps, with lots of greens, roasted peppers, olives, and that's going to be lunch for all of us. So let me start with the shrimp. I will marinate the shrimps. So let's put a little peperoncino, garlic, sliced garlic, a little bit of salt, olive oil, and this is a marinade for the shrimps. You can put thyme, you can put anything else. You can leave it here, usually a half an hour. The shrimp will absorb, but I will go right into it and sear it so I don't have you hanging around, although it's quite nice to hang around here. It's really nice. So let's get some pan, a nice hot pan, some olive oil, and not too much. And this is going to be simple, very simple and delicious. Let's see, let's test one. Okay, I am going to try to leave the garlic out. And these are nice big shrimps, as you can see. They're really nice. And when you make the shrimp the main course, then, you invest a little bit more into, because the bigger the shrimp, the more expensive it is. And you can buy them cleaned, or you can devein them, just clean the vein and the shell off. So you buy shrimps usually by their size, and you pay by their size. And there's a lingo in buying shrimps. U10, U20s, U30s. U means under whatever the number is per pound. So if you have U5s to a pound, they're pretty big. If you have U20s to a pound, they're a little smaller. And so it goes on into, how much you pay for it. So I think these are U8s. These are pretty big shrimps. And in making the salad, I have here some parsley, and here is my salad bowl. I keep it cool with a wet, clean kitchen towel, a little bit of ice in there, so this way it's cool. But I'm going to add to it, I love parsley, and I love it in salads too. So I just kind of rip off the little leaves, and we're going to throw them in the salad just like that. So, when you're thinking, how am I going to dress up my salad? Think about using parsley. And I'm going to toss in some chives. Onions, everybody likes the flavor of onions. And sort of, instead of putting actual onion slices, I think chives are a good substitute. So, and I'm going to throw them right into the salad. Right here, you see I have some mixed greens. I'm going to throw the chives in there. And I'm going to throw the parsley in there, just like that. And escarole. So the escarole, you get this out of leaves. Sometimes I use the center for salad and the top of the leaves like that. And this I use either to braise it, or you make a soup. It really is a good soup with that. So the escarole, it's a salad that you have year round just about. It's not expensive and it's nice and crunchy. Okay, so here we are. Let's throw this in here. So our salad is kind of building up its green flavor. Now let's check on the shrimps. And what's important about shrimps, for that matter, about all fish, is that you do not overcook it. So how do you know when a shrimp is not overcooked? Well, when that glossiness of the inner shrimp, just like here, disappears, but still you want the shrimp to be crunchy and cooked. Okay, let's make the dressing now. Apple cider, I have a lot of salad here. Olive oil. Let me put some salt. I think I'll add some pepper in here. And it's not a complicated dressing. It's very simple. And we'll whisk it. So, you ask how much acidity towards how much oil. Usually it's about half and half, or 1/3 of the vinegar and the rest of the oil. And that's the dressing. So let's go back to I think the shrimp looks done to me. And put it in a bowl. I'm looking at this oil in here and all of that, and I think it could be, it's very flavorful. So I'm going to add it on to the shrimps themselves, just like that. This is just like that. And I'll let the shrimps cool a little bit, and then I'll add in the peppers and the olives as well. And certainly you could roast your peppers and then cut them just like that. But you can buy canned peppers. They're perfectly fine, and roast them. So let me add that to the shrimp, just like that. Here we have the gaeta olives, and they are in brine, and they're pitted. So should I cut it in half? I think they're a little big, so let's cut it in half. Could you use another olive? Absolutely. There's cerignola, there's the picholine, the piccoline. There's any olives that you have that you like, you can use. But I like the ones in the brine. I don't like the ones in cans, okay? Let's put all of this in here. And this is already looking good on its own, I would say. Okay. You know, what's important is when you're cooking that you have your, in our industry, we call it mise en place, that you have everything ready. So you do that by looking at your recipe and you say, okay, this gets done first. First of all the cleaning, all the chopping, all of that gets done. Then in the cooking process, one after another, what is next? And you have it all ready here, like I do, and you're ready to go. Okay, that's the beauty of being outside. You just wipe it off. You don't do that in the house, but I'm outside. This is my backyard. Outside under the wine trestle here, it's, it reminds me so much of back home in Italy. And this is my little setting here in New York. This is New York. So let's go to the salad itself. I have all kinds of goodies here. Spinach, red lettuces, green lettuces, escarole I put in. Let me put a little bit of salt here, just like that. Pepper. Okay. Maybe whisk it a little bit more. Okay. That should be enough. I'm saving some to dress the shrimp and just slightly toss it, especially if you get this kind of mesclun salad. It's so tender. This looks great on its own. Let's dress the shrimp with the remaining dressing. Okay. So here we are. Let's do a nice big platter for the family. A nice big platter. Individually, you can do it individually. You can do it in a bowl, but I kind of like everything to be seen just like that. How do you like that? Just like that. Okay. And I like to always taste something, so I have a little plate of my own here. I want to tell you how it really tastes. Okay. Do I just put it on top? I don't mind. First of all, let me take care of Lidia, just like that. So that's mine. So let's see how we want to do this on top, just like that. Maybe also around. Let's do some around like that. Yes. I am going to pile it up, plus all around. That looks pretty good to me. A little bit of this juice here. Perfect. Don't you think so? Once you have plated it, you need to go and eat it. Especially since I like my shrimps and all that just a little bit warm. I don't like it hot, but just a little bit warm with the salad, and that would wilt the salad. It tastes darn good, but it would wilt the salad before. So let me taste. Okay. It is beautiful. It looks inviting. So let's bring it to the table. This looks perfect. A nice summery table, a glass of crispy white wine, some crunchy bread. And I just happen to have right behind me here some basil, just to decorate it like that, right here. This is right, I can't resist when I'm in my garden and I see all these aromas. I can't resist but adding them to the dish.